Now the Ben Ball Quartet. This is your third CD release, I guess. That's correct. Yeah, your third CD release as a leader for the Ben Ball Quartet. Now the music. I've noticed that your music, you're inspired a lot by artwork. Very different perspective for inspiration. Like usually most jazz musicians are inspired by other jazz musicians or other music as its form. Why did you pick like visuals as far as like as inspiration?
Okay, I went through U of T through the jazz program there, and I had to take general electives, which were art history. I chose art history as a minor, and I was really amazed that if you look at like classic art, it's not just first of all the technique of the actual execution is really amazing. If you look at like the Flemish painters like Jan van Eyck, they hide the brushstroke. They have amazing art techniques. So I thought, okay, I really like that. Like in terms of, if you look at like craftsmanship of a musician, I thought that really, looking at that paradigm, I thought, oh, this is kind of like, I can relate to this. I really like this. And then also, especially like somebody like Jan van Eyck, there was all these concepts hidden within the art that it was explained, and I learned so much about music from that art class. And then, you were mentioning about jazz musicians getting inspiration from other musicians. Of course, I'm influenced by other jazz musicians. Miles Davis said he got a lot of influence from art. And I always wondered, how do you get influence from art? I wondered that for a very long time. And then after that class, I suddenly realized, I can put the actual theory of art, like painting, it's not that much different from music, the theory behind it. It's interchangeable. So I thought, this is very interesting. So I kind of got it from there.
And then, what drew you to Jack Chambers, like as far as an artist, like as
right from the very first time, as I mentioned in the concert, when I was a lot younger, I saw that very first 401 Towards London painting. I really liked the ultra realist style painting. As I mentioned before, the Jan van Eyck, like where it looks like a photograph. Well, Jack Chambers' art looks like a photograph also. So I really enjoy that style of painting.
Yeah, it's like a photographic feel to it, where the understanding of light science is really in the painting. Now, as far as your music, wow, like the great CD. Are you really excited about this new CD as far as the other ones? Like, what differs from the other two ones that you really like?
Well, they're all like my babies, right? So I can't really choose. I like them all for different reasons. I think that my first CD was probably more conceptual than this one, and less playable live, if you will. Like there was a lot of overdubbing, and on purpose. I mean, it was like a layering of bands on top of each other. And my second CD had a little bit less of that, but there was still that involved. And this CD had absolutely no overdubbing bands or anything like that. It was everything could be just played live. So we played the whole CD live. So that's the real difference. I'm excited about it, and my goal was to make it so that it was very accessible to play, and not, you didn't need a calculator to get through it. And it was very,
It's like performing in the old times, like Chet Baker's old albums, where it was just all live, like when you went to Europe and so forth. It was that kind of feel.
Exactly. Yeah. That when we were at Humber, that Chet Baker Italian Sessions CD. Well, I'm not supposed to say that. Okay.
That's right. That's okay.
That's a good record.
That's a good album. But as far as music, like as far as the jazz goes, as the EDM, do you think it's dying, or do you think it's actually still growing? Because it still has its fans, and the new fans. Like what do you think at this point in the 21st century? Like really?
That's a very, very good question, because when we were at Humber, a good example is when we were at Humber, we were like the young not lions, whatever you want to call them, the young, hungry people wanting to learn the music. And as time's gone by, we're not the young, cutting-edge generation, and the music has changed. And it's got a lot more complicated in terms of harmony. There's like non-functional harmony now. Then there's a lot of odd time going on. It's really, really changed a lot. It's not so much even based on the blues anymore. It's very, very different. And I look at it like it is what it is. It changes with the time. Like the generation that's playing it now was raised on computers, and they're really into the technology, and it kind of reflects that. Like they're trying to imitate electronic sounds that they grew up with or something, and I enjoy it. I like it. It keeps me interested in learning. When we were at Humber, that Chet Baker Italian Sessions CD. Well, I'm not supposed to say that. Okay. That's a good record. I'm Chet Faker.
That was Brian and Bear.
Yeah, Brian, come here. Can we get in on the?
we have the trumpet player. This is sort of a Humber College reunion right here. So this is Bryden Bear, the trumpet player.
Sausage.
There we go.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you again too. Oh gosh, I'm just being flustered here. My own interview. It's okay. It's going downhill now. No, we're having fun. But as far as